Al-Bashan. People at the jail have joined our book club. So the first book they're going to be reading is The Inmate. But yeah, it is. But I will tell you, so we're just going to set our book club meeting for Don't Let Her Stay. And I figure we're just going to do it. A good day to do that would probably be Monday, right? Monday, what is that? Monday, the 21st? Yes, so Monday, the 21st, we're just going to have our book club meeting. We're going to get it out there. We're going to do it.
Okay.
And we're going to do it at 1:30.
Okay.
So we're just going to make it happen. All right, everyone, I'm going to call the docket. When I call the docket, let me know you are here. If you don't answer, I'm going to assume you're not here and a warrant may be issued for your arrest. In custody, we have Nelda Rios, John Jet Ellis. John Jet Ellis. I know there was some traffic on the freeway. Kevin Young. Oh, this is turning out to be a bad day for some people. Mark Anthony Rodriguez. Nicholas Cornelius. Thomas Blinko is in custody. Michael Herrera.
Here.
Thank you. In custody, we have Kenan Brown, Miguel Rangel. Amanda Griffin. Amanda Griffin. In custody, we have Chris Lynn, Derek Reyes. Thank you. David
Duenas.
Thank you. Michael Ball. Michael Ball. I don't know what to do with all those vowels. That's my problem. Delina Glass. Delina Glass. In custody, we have Abdul Halik Alanezi. Christopher Morrison.
Here.
On that last name, I closed my left eye that helped me pronounce it. In custody is James Ray Hernandez, Alberto Soto. Richard Ramos is in custody. MC Reed. MC Reed. We're going to find out what those first two initials stand for. And the A is, is like MC Hammer, and you knew what the MC stood for. All right, Eric Flores is in custody. Bryala Butler. In custody, we have Trinidad Velasquez, Esteban Ramirez, Jordan Robbins, Matthew Dodson, custody, Neldo Rios, custody, Sean Griffin. Luis Camacho.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, you don't need to be on the first row. That's for people who are late. Cristobal Miranda is in custody. Griselda Rosales. Griselda Rosales. Richard Wallace. Richard Wallace. John Jet Ellis. Kevin Young. Mark Anthony Rodriguez. Amanda Griffin. Michael Ball. Delina Glass. MC Reed. Bryala Butler. Grisela Rosales. Richard Wallace. All right, is there anyone who came in late or your name was not called? Yes. I'm sorry, what's the first name? Do you know your case number or SID number? Do you know who your attorney is? Have you had contact with your attorney? All right, just remain. We'll make sure you get to see your attorney. Anyone else over here? All right, over here, yes. I'm sorry? Do you know your case number or SID number? Have you had any contact with your attorney? Do you know who your attorney is?
Vega.
All right, we'll make sure that you get to see your attorney today, hopefully.
Also have a court date in court,
All right, which court is that?
court 12.
We'll let them know you're here. Yes. All right, do you know who your attorney is? Who's your attorney? Leslie Sekwanowicz? All right, have you had any contact with him? All right, do you know your SIT number or case number?
First row, sir. First row.
1183.
All right, who's with you? All right, I know your mom would have all that information. Thanks, Mom. All right, behind you, Mark Rodriguez. All right. Okay, you need to have a seat on the front row. All right, yes, sir. Have you had any contact with him? All right, just remain, we'll take care of that. All right, everyone, these are the rules of the court. Today is Tuesday. It's going to be a great day. The reason why it's going to be a great day is because it's not Monday. So there has been an uptick in COVID. There's an uptick or coming back is leprosy. My understanding, there's an outbreak of leprosy. So I try to keep the courtroom as clean as possible and keep it as least congested as possible. So attorneys, those files over there are for criminal trial division. Just grab your files, sit it on the criminal trial division table, which is right here. On this side is family violence files. Just take your files, sit it there, and then have a seat. They're going to call you in the order of appearance. Do not approach the court unless you confer with the state and the defense and confer with the state and your client. If your client is in custody, yes, you need to confer with them. Do not approach the coordinator for a reset or continuance. I'm the only person that can give you that. When you conferred and you're ready to proceed with the court, just have the clerk, let the clerk know. The clerk will place your file here, have a seat. I will call you in the order of appearance. The only exception to that rule is if an interpreter is needed. We have so few interpreters that interpreters get leapfrogged to the front of the line so they can go to another court. When will you need an interpreter? If your client does not wish to communicate in the English language, you're going to need an interpreter. It does not matter if you speak their language, we need an interpreter. If you have someone who is in custody and you request them, do not leave the courtroom because the deputies are in charge of security and they can only have so few inmates in the box. Sir, please do not dress in the courtroom. It's not that type of party here. All right, so when you request your inmate, you can step outside and put it on. When you request your inmate, do not leave because if you leave, guess what? You're being a little bit selfish because that means that if there's another colleague here who wants an inmate brought out, they cannot have them brought out because your client is taking up a seat. This area here, Travis, can you raise your hand? See Travis there, you see that door? That's where inmates come out. Do not block that area. I've already told the deputies if they need to do something for security reasons and you're in the way, oh well. Now, this side on the left, you know what the oh well means. I should say yada, yada, yada. On this side is the court reporter. Diana, can you raise your hand? That's her office. Do you see all this equipment that's sitting there? All of that equipment is attached to a computer. Her equipment costs $10,000. Do not run your hand across that area. Do not lay your files on that area. Do not lean on that area. It's like Pottery Barn. If you break it, you bought it. If you disturb it and she says you broke it, you bought it. And this area to the back is the CLO. Can you raise your hand, LaShawn? That is her office. Do not put your items on her desk. Do not sit on her desk. Do not turn your back to her. Because if you turn your back to her and she's sitting down, guess what she sees? She doesn't want to see that. Now, I've given this instruction before and somebody actually went and sat on her desk and put their papers down. Here's the thing. If you do that, I will make it my business to come to your office unexpectedly. Whether you have a client in your office or not, I will come in your office, sit on your desk, and purposely put some paper down on your desk in front of your client. So please do not do that with her. Does everyone understand the rules of the court? All right, everyone, it's going to be a beautiful day. be kind, and please confer. LaShawn, I give out instructions, but people still want to put stuff on your desk. You can accidentally knock it off your desk if they do.
Okay.